What do you wish you could experience again for the first time? It's not my first boob, not my favorite video game, or the first time I saw my favorite band play. Senior year of high school 2005 was the brightest, most optimistic I would ever find myself. School was nearly over, college was around the corner. I was to bear the burdens of my choices, and I couldn't wait. I would have no clue of the problems to come in the world or the one I'll face personally. I felt like the world held me up high, only to break me over its knee. I would give anything to feel that sense of optimism again. I'm absolutely in love with my wife and will be with her, God willing, until the day I die. But the electric, brain-melting joy of hooking up with a new person for the first time is a feeling I still miss from time to time. The intoxicating smell of them, the new taste on your lips, the unpredictable way they kiss, the full-body goosebumps of that first touch, getting the permission to do what was forbidden a moment ago. And as amazingly fun as that is, I would trade it all for sitting on the couch, holding hands with my wife. I want to play The Witcher 3 for the first time again, although I would like to know to choose Yen instead of Triss. Ever played, and when I arrived in Skellige, and thought this is the best game I've ever played, and finally, when I finished Hearts of Stone, and thought this might be the best game I ever will play. And then I still got some of my favorite parts of the game after that. Going to a concert. Today's actually 6 years since my first concert, LOL. I immediately fell in love with the whole experience and how fun it is. And for some reason I'm actually okay at socializing at concerts. I've been to about 35 because I couldn't go for a while, but I love it a lot, even though it isn't exactly the cheapest hobby. The first night my wife and I hung out, watched movies and drank together. It was magical, and I'll probably never get to experience hanging out and getting to know a woman for the first time ever again. Swimming. My dad taught me to swim when I was just under 2 years old, so I have no memory of it. I was told I did really well and enjoyed it, so to experience that again as an adult would be incredible. I tried to kill myself when I was 14. The fear of death and hunger or life, coupled with being mad at my brother and then immediately grateful for saving me. I can't explain the feeling but that. Watching the movie Arrival for the first time when I was in college, it blew my mind, and for days, that's the only thing I could talk about with my friends. It also got me into linguistics. Everything after getting the girl, buying the first house, having first kid, getting the perfect job. Nothing left really to get excited about anymore. It's all been done. Weed. I'm sober for 1.5. Why now? Because I got panic attacks and decided to stop completely. I miss getting high. I'm just afraid I might experience panic attacks again. I wish I could experience smoking weed for the first time. The visible trip from weed is something that only happened the first couple of times I smoked. The first real date I ever went on, I was a late bloomer and only really started dating in my early 30s. But the first one I went on was amazing. Getting my driver's license at 16. I had my first truck ready to go months in advance. The feeling of freedom and having a new world open to me. I think my first kiss feeling was pretty great. I rode the high for what feels like a month. Teachers couldn't say shit to me that month. Listening to any of my favorite albums, experiencing my favorite artists live in concert, hugging, kissing, laughing with my mom, watching myself be genuinely happy and carefree during my childhood days with my family and friends. Grown-up life sucks. Here Live Forever by Oasis completely opened my view of music when I heard it for the first time. 13. Walking out into an NFL stadium. They are awe-inspiring when you are a kid. Just huge on the inside. My wife and I first date. Also Red Dead Redemption to storyline the first time was amazing. Hugging my grandpa. He died a long time ago, and I wish I could have one last hug and a talk. The first time I was truly in love. The best part is that I truly feel that every day. Raising my kids. Best time of my life. I miss them and all the great times. The first time I beat off. Had no idea how it would make me feel back then. First time I had sex. I promise you, Kim. It will be better this time. First day at work. Now I come in here every morning and feel dead inside. Could I experience something I've never experienced before? If so, sex, rolling balls at a rave while jumping up and down to happy hardcore. My first pair of glasses. It was like I unlocked new superpowers. I have to go with holding my children right after they were born. Love. It's just not as good after getting to really know people. I wish I could fall in love with my late husband again. Outer Wilds, Return of the Obra Dinn, Mass Effect Trilogy. Reading my favorite books. Nothing like the first time. Shagging a woman 30 years older than me, when I was 21. Singing with my grandfather again. He died too soon. My first time having sex. It was less than pleasant. My wife. From first meeting all the way to today.